Hello, hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Hope that you are pretty fine as every single day. Well, today, let me tell you that we are not going to have a lot of vocabulary, okay? Because there are different things that I do really want to teach you that are going to be very interesting. For that reason, let's start with this that I have here for you. Vámonos ahora sí que como dicen, a lo que te truje, ¿no? Ya, de una vez, aquí andamos. Excellent. And I want to say welcome to your English class. As every day, it is a real pleasure to have you here. Let me say hello there. How are you? What are you doing? What news can you tell me? Tell me. Ya se dieron cuenta que tiene dos barritos este muchacho aquí. Qué barbaridad. Very good, guys. Let's start with this that I have here for you today. Okay, let me tell you that I missed you so much. I missed you so much. And for that reason, let's continue with certain things that we have here. Welcome one more time to your English class, and let's start learning something that is going to be cool and new. As every day, let's try to learn something new every day. And here we go. Let's continue with this. I remember that during the last class, we were talking about enough, not enough, or too much. Well, here you are going to see the difference. Enough is the right amount of anything that you want, okay? The right amount of anything or everything that you want. Not enough, it's the same that we need more. We need more. It is not enough cheap. It is not enough good. It is not enough awesome. It is not enough tall. It is not enough. I mean that you need more. Que sea más barato, que sea más rápido, que sea más furioso, que esté más lleno, que esté más algo. Le falta. Enough. Lo suficiente, hasta ahí, suficiente. Not enough, no lo suficiente. Le falta, no en determinada manera. Too much and too many, more than we need to. Actually, let me tell you that the word too is more than we need. But with too, we are going to have too much and too many. Too is going to be like general. Oh, it's too hot, or it's too expensive, or it's too big, or it's too small, with adjectives, okay? Too with adjectives. Most of the times, yes, we can have other situations, but now let me tell you that we are going to be having too much or too many, but not with adjectives, okay? With countables and uncountable nouns. Actually, here it is too much, too many, and too. We used to say more than is good, o sea, más de lo normal, más de lo suficiente, demasiado, okay? We use too much for uncountables, uncountable nouns, or after a verb. I have too much work. He talks too much. Tengo mucho trabajo, el trabajo es incontable. He talks too much. Habla demasiado, es incontable. El hablar, ¿no? Too many, in the other hand, we use too many for countable nouns. I eat too many cakes. Me como muchos pasteles. ¿Sale? Too much for uncountable nouns or for verbs. Too many is going to be only for nouns, for countable nouns, okay? Too much for uncountable nouns or after a verb. Too many for countable nouns only. And two is going to be for adjectives. I am too tired. Right. No, I am too much tired. No. That's going to be wrong. Okay. Two, only two is going to be for adjectives, as we were saying. No, pero entonces, ¿por qué dijiste que en la mayoría de los casos dijiste que el to se utiliza para otras cosas? Ah, ¿te acuerdas cuando vimos me too? También ahí vas a utilizar el to para decir yo también, que de hecho lo vamos a ver. Sale, y aquí para decir que es demasiado, you are going to be using to. But with adjectives, I'm too tired, I'm too sleepy, I'm too happy. More than enough. But if you're going to be using verbs or countables or uncountable nouns, remember that nouns are things, people, animals, places, situations, sustantivos. If you're going to be talking with nouns, you used to use too much, too many, but if you're going to be having also a verb, you need to use too much. Ok, que no se te olvide nunca esto, too much y too many es para cosas contables, incontables, pero solo el too much lo vas a utilizar cuando tienes verbos. He sleeps too much, he sings too much, I like to play football too much. Verbos, too much, too much, too much. No les vayas a poner el too many. Too much versus too many. Too much is for singular nouns. But remember that much is going to be for uncountables. And too many are going to be for nouns that are countables, or they can be plural also. Too much salt, too much time, too much money, too much breakfast, too much debt, too much water, sugar, noise. Too much is going to be with singular uncountable nouns, and too many is for countable nouns. They can be plural, sí, porque no va a ser demasiadas zanahoria, demasiadas hormiga. Obviamente vas a tener que estar hablando de plurales. Acuérdate que habíamos visto en otros niveles, ¿no? Que en básico, que el many y el much, que el much siempre es para incontables, pero singulares, no vamos a decir aguas, azúcares, azúcares, sals, ¿no? Sales, dineros es, ruidos es, ¿no? Lot of noise, dependiendo cómo vayas a utilizarlos, si como sustantivo, ¿no? Algunos pueden llegar a pluralizarse, depending the situation. Okay, too much is for singular uncountables, too many is for plural countables. People, cars, too much people, too more cars, too many cars, too many DVDs, too many sandwiches, too many hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, too many newspapers, 1 newspaper, 2 newspapers, 3 newspapers. Okay, that's going to be the difference that we are going to be having with too much and too many. But because I love you, you have extra something here. The difference between too much and too many, okay? Too much, too many, demasiados. Too much, uncountable nouns. He doesn't have too much time. They have to be singular. Too many with countable nouns with plural. There are too many people here. Remember that these people is plural, okay? Person, singular, people, plural. Countable. That's what we are going to be having. Too many is for countable nouns. There are too many apples in the fridge. He has too many eggs. They are countables, and obviously they are plurals. And too much is going to be for uncountable nouns. There is too much sugar. She has too much water. Uncountables and singulars. Okay, you cannot say there is too much sugars. She has too much waters. No. Enough, remember that is going to be used for countables and uncountables. With enough, you are not going to be having situations. Okay, that he's neutral. It is neutral. You are not going to be suffering with this. He doesn't have enough water. He has enough shrimps. Él no tiene suficiente agua. Él tiene suficientes camarones. Countables and countables. Plural singulars. Affirmative and negative. In different tenses. It's okay. Too many, too much, and enough are going to be for different tenses. And also, let me show you something else here. We are going to be having this chart, right? With too much or too many, not enough or enough. Too much or too many. We are going to use these words, depending the situation, as I always say, to say that something is more than we want or we need. Too is good adjectives, okay? Too much with uncountable nouns or with verbs after the verb, you are going to be having too much. Too many is for plural nouns, okay? Countables. This cake is too sweet. Sweet is the adjective, too sweet. Too much with uncountable nouns, they have to be plural, singular, sorry, or with verbs at the end of the verb, at the end of the sentence, at the end of the clause. We have too much free time, with uncountable. You work too much. You work too much. Or you can use so much. It is going to be the same. Okay, this is what we were saying. Too much, too many. Too with adjectives, too much, uncountable singular nouns or after a verb, and too many for plural countable nouns. We are going to have not enough. And when you are going to be using not enough, it's because you want to say that something is less than we want or we need. You can use not enough with a noun, not enough with adjectives, just be careful with the form, not with a verb, and enough. Okay, the only thing that you need to be taking into account is the collocation of the enough. With nouns, you are not going to be having problems. Not enough. Be careful with adjectives and verbs. Okay. Not enough. I don't have enough energy to work together. I don't have enough energy to work. This is a noun. She's not old enough to vote. Oh my goodness, here you have an adjective. She's not old enough to vote. We cannot say she's not old enough. Sorry, she's not enough old. No, we are not going to be having here. The rule here with not enough is that if you have an adjective or a verb, enough is going to be after the adjective of the verb. Only if you have a noun, you don't have to worry about, I don't have enough energy today. I don't have enough money today to buy new things, okay? But if you have an adjective or you have a verb, indeed, you need to use enough at the end of the adjective or the verb. She's not old enough to vote. I don't sleep enough. I don't sleep, my verb, enough, okay? That's how we are going to be making use of not enough. But in the other side, in the other hand, if you are going to be using enough, it's because you want to say that something is the correct number or the correct amount, okay? Just what you were looking for, just what you were asking for. That's what you are going to be having. And it is going to be the same rule like not enough. Enough before a noun. If you have an adjective or a verb, you are going to be having enough at the end, and your verb and enough at the end. I earn enough money for everybody. I earn enough money for everybody. This is a noun, money. Be careful here. This place is big enough for all of us. I think I sleep enough. Okay, enough with your noun. First of all, enough. Adjective or verb after your adjective or your verb. This place is cold enough for all of us. I think I eat enough. No? That's what we are going to be having with too much, too many, not enough, and enough. These words are going to be helping you a lot. These quantifiers are going to be helping you a lot. Here you have an example. You have drunk too much. You are too drunk. No, I haven't drunk enough. Too much, too, and enough. Three of these quantifiers in the same one. What do you think? And you can use too much, too many, too, enough, not enough in different tenses. You are not going to be having any situation about that. Depending what you want to say is the verb tense that you are going to be using. Okay, this is extra to a verb. You have drunk too much. Uncountable, and you have your verb. You are too drunk. This is an adjective. Remember that too comes after an adjective, before an adjective. No, I haven't drunk enough. Enough goes at the end because here is my verb. It doesn't matter the tense, okay? 3 grammatical rules, 3 different examples with 3 different quantifiers. Wow, what do you think about too many, too much, enough, not enough? They are a kind of easy, right? But the situation here is that we need to be practicing a lot every single day in order that we can remember all these situations. Okay. Oof. Easy or difficult? Not so difficult, right? Well, I think that we are going to be practicing with this in order that you can acquire this, in order to continue. What do you think? Yes, let's practice a little bit. Actually, I'm going to be giving you extra links in order that you can be practicing with this. And after this, we are going to start with something that is going to be new, but it's okay. Here we go with this that I have here. On your marks, ready, set, and go. Where is it? Okay, very good. There are beans in the bowl. There is too much beans, plural. There are too many beans in the bowl. There is not enough beans in the bowl. There are too much beans in the bowl. There are not enough beans in the bowl. Uy, here you have a plural. Be careful. There is. You cannot use is not enough beans. Are too much, but beans are contables. Or no, what do you think? Are not enough, but they are falling down. Too many or too much? What do you think? I don't know. Can you count beans? There are too many beans in the bowl. Countable and plurals. No sé si se pueden contar los frijolitos, pero ahí estaba en plural. Y acuérdate que con many van todos los plurales. Contables. There are carrots on the plate. There are too much, There are too many. There are not enough carrots on the plate. Not enough because they are only 3. There are not enough carrots. There are, a ver. There are glasses of juice. There are glasses of juice. There are too many glasses. There is too much glasses. There is not enough glasses of juice. There are too much glasses of juice. Too many. Because glasses is plural. Remember that you, and they are contables because they are plural. That's a clue. I don't know if they are countable. Look at the plural. If they have plural, they are countable. If they don't have plural, they are uncountable. They're cheese. There is too many cheese. There is too much cheese. There is not enough cheese. There are too many cheese. Ooh, the situation. Yes, it cannot be, it's not enough cheese because obviously we have a lot of, many are too many, are, it cannot be are because cheese is singular. The situation is this, is too many or is too much cheese? Too much, but I can say 1 cheese, 2 cheeses, 2 cheeses, you sure? Remember when you have a food that you can slice or chop into small pieces, you are not, or that you are going to be having some slides, you are not going to be using countables, it is going to be uncountable. Or for example, here, there water in the bottle. There is too many water in the bottle. There is too much water in the bottle. There is not enough water in the bottle. Or there are not enough water in the bottle. There is not enough water in the bottle. No hay suficiente agua en la botella. Is singular. Is singular and it is uncountable because water is uncountable. There, tea in the cup. Tea. Countable or uncountable? Cups of tea. Countable. Tea isolated. There is too many tea in the cup. There are too much tea in the cup. There is not enough tea in the cup. There is too much tea in the cup. What do you think? There is too much tea in the cup. Because tea is singular and it is uncountable and obviously has to go with much. And it cannot be are too much because remember that this is not plural. Are is for singulars, are for plurals. Too many and too much. Too many for countable plurals. Too much for uncountable singulars. There are onions in the basket. There are onions in the basket. There is too many onions. Onions is plural, guys. So look for the plural. Look for the plural. Who is going to be alone in plural? Many Okay, that's the only many that you have. There is too many. The situation is that, there are too many onions in the basket. Excellent. Too much, you have to say goodbye to them. You have only 3 options. There is too many onions in the basket. It cannot be true because is cannot go with a plural. There are not enough onions in the basket. That could be great. The situation is that in the opposite case, we have a lot of onions. So there are too many onions in the basket. There are too many onions in the basket. There are cookies on the plate. There are cookies on the plate. There are cookies on the plate. There is too many. Obviously, if it is plural, it's because you need many. Okay, very good. You have is too many, and that's it. But you cannot use is because it is plural, so it cannot be the letter A. It cannot be the letter B. It cannot see the letter D because much. It can be, are not enough cookies in the plate, or is not enough cookies on the plate. Are not enough. You know what? Because you are having plural here. What? Very good. Just in 7 minutes, really, because we were explaining, right? What do you think about this? Was it easy or was it difficult? So easy. That's the attitude. Remember that if you have questions or situations, let me know and I'm going to be helping you, okay? We can do it, we can do it. Very well. Well, let's continue with this that I have here. And as you can see here, we are going to be having more than this, more than this. If you need extra practice, we are going to be having it. This, just let me know. Well, guys, hope you are ready for the next activity that we are going to be having. As you can see, we are going to be having also two or not enough, too difficult, enough easy, easy enough. Oh, let's practice a little bit this that we are going to be having. I think that it is easy, too many, too much, right? Countables and uncountables. Maybe the situation is going to be with too and enough. No, adjectives, adverbs, how you are going to be using that. Well, take it easy. In that case, we are going to start with something different that is going to be helping you a lot. Okay, let me show you. For example, tell Sharon to hurry. We're going to be late. She's to arrive on time. She has. Aquí puedo ver que es un has y no un is. Por el verbo, porque te está diciendo tiene que llegar a tiempo. No es que ella tiene is to. No, no, no. Tell Sharon to hurry. We're going to be late. She's slow to arrive on time. She's too slow to arrive on time. She's fast enough to arrive on time. She's enough slow to arrive on time. ¿Cuál te late? ¿Cuál te late? Too slow. Demasiado lenta para llegar a tiempo. Fast enough. Enough slow. No puede ser enough slow porque acuérdate que el enough va al final. Tienes dos opciones. Too slow to arrive or fast enough to find in time. No era suficientemente rápida para llegar. She's too slow To arrive, es muy lenta para llegar a tiempo, qué bárbara, que se apure. No. Kevin can't drive a car. He is to have a driving license. Aquí ya estamos viendo la colocación del enough dependiendo de los tiempos. Kevin can't drive a car. He's to have a driving license. Old enough, too young. Enough old, too young. This is not correct because of the context. Es muy viejo para manejar, para tener una licencia de manejo. Bueno, puede ser si ya tiene 90, 100 años, creo que ya no se la dan too young. Este too para enough old, no está bien colocado el enough al final. Too young. Kevin can't drive a car. He's too young to have a driving license. Es demasiado joven para tener una licencia de manejo. Those apples aren't to buy them. I don't have much money. Aren't too expensive, cheap enough, or enough cheap? Those apples aren't cheap enough to buy them. Esas manzanas no son lo suficiente baratas para comprarlas. Aquí está. I don't have much money. No tengo mucho dinero. Puedes decir, those apples aren't too expensive to buy them. I have a lot of money. Esas manzanas no son demasiado caras para comprarlas. Tengo mucho dinero. Es cuestión de cambiar ahí. No, el contexto, cualquiera de las dos podría ser dependiendo el contexto. En ese contexto de que no tengo mucho dinero, te dice, no son lo suficientemente barata, no me alcanza. Si dijera, tengo mucho dinero, puedes decir, estas manzanas no son demasiado caras, tengo mucho dinero. I don't like that movie. It isn't to watch it. It isn't, si tienes un isn't, lo más seguro es que sea enough. I don't like that movie. It isn't to watch. It isn't too interesting to watch it. No me gusta esa película, no es demasiado interesante para verla. O lo suficientemente interesante, o sea, de que le falta o de que le sobra. Interesting enough. Acuérdate que el enough va al final. It's not interesting enough. I can't study here because it's to concentrate. To concentrate. Enough quiet. Quiet enough. No puede ser enough quiet porque el enough siempre al final. Quiet enough, lo suficientemente silencioso. No puedo estudiar aquí porque es lo suficientemente silencioso, o sea, necesito más ruido. It is too noisy to concentrate. Excellent. All my classmates failed the exam. It wasn't to pass it. All my classmates failed the exam. It wasn't to pass it. All my classmates failed the exam. It wasn't too difficult to pass it. Enough easy enough to pass it. It cannot be enough easy because enough goes at the end. A or C, they can have a good context, but let me tell you, all my classmates failed the exam. It wasn't easy enough to pass it. Todos mis compañeros reprobaron el examen. No estaba lo suficientemente fácil para pasarlo. Easy enough, que le falta estar más fácil. Too difficult, no estaba demasiado difícil para pasarlo. Too difficult es correcto. Pero ve lo que dice, all my classmates failed the exam, reprobaron. No estaba lo suficiente difícil para pasarlo. Digo, como que hay algo no cuadra, ¿no? Mr. Stewart says Flying to travel. Mr. Stewart says, flying is to travel. Safe enough? Enough safe. Safe enough. The adjective comes first. I don't like my apartment. It's to live. I can't invite many people. It's too big. It's too small to live. It's enough small to live. It's small enough to live. Enough big to live. Too small. Es que el contexto te lo da todo. I don't like my apartment. It's too small to live. I can't invite many people. No me gusta mi departamento. Es muy pequeño, demasiado pequeño para vivir. No puedo invitar a mucha gente. Too big es muy grande. No puedo invitar a mucha gente. No queda, ¿no? Enough small. Aparte de que el enough no va primero, vale. Small enough, lo suficientemente pequeño. No me gusta mi departamento, es lo suficientemente pequeño para vivir. No puedo invitar a nadie. Dices, no queda, ¿no? Enough big, aparte que el enough no va primero, no quedaría suficientemente grande. No puedo invitar a nadie. The room is to see. I can read my book. I can't read my book. The room is bright enough to see. Enough dark, too bright, too dark. The room is too dark to see. I can read my book. Demasiado oscuro para leer. No puede, para ver, no puedo leer mi libro. Bright enough, lo suficientemente brilloso para ver. No puedo leer mi libro. Dices, no está mal, pero la última oración no encaja. Enough dark no puede ser porque el enough no va al principio. Too bright, too. El cuarto es demasiado brilloso para ver. No puedo leer mi libro. Podría haber quedado así, que le entra demasiada luz y me ofusca tanta luz. Pero, ¿qué crees? Te está repitiendo el to see. Entonces, no. Y aparte como que no queda tanto, ¿no? I'm sorry, but your paragraph isn't. You'll have to rewrite it. You'll have to rewrite it. I'm sorry, but your paragraph isn't long enough. Long enough. Too short. Enough long. No puede ser enough long porque está al principio. ¿Cuál es el enough correcto? O el too short. It's not too short. It's not long enough. Lo siento, pero tu párrafo no es lo suficientemente largo. No, vas a tener que reescribirlo de nuevo. Actually, let me show you this. I'm sorry, but your paragraph is not long enough. You'll have to rewrite it. Lo siento, pero tu párrafo no es lo suficientemente largo. Tendrás que reescribirlo. Too long. Si dijera ahí too long, lo siento, pero tu párrafo no es suficiente, demasiado largo. O sea, como que no se ha pasado de. Dices, qué raro, ¿no? That's strange. And that's the context. Easy or difficult? Kind of, right? Kind of. Excellent. Little by little, but yes, please remember that we need to be practicing a lot with this. Excellent. What questions or what situations do we have with this? Tell me. Well, let me tell you, something happened with this. Nah, it's okay, it's okay. It's recorded, it's recorded. Excellent. I couldn't see the screen. Excellent, here we go. Wow, that was super cool. But now, If we don't have questions, let's continue with this. Ahora tú ya te sabes usar el too many, too much, el enough, not enough. Y no estuvo tan difícil, ¿no? Pero tienes que seguir practicando y practicando y practicando. Bueno. Ay, vámonos ahora sí con esto, chicos. I know that you can do it. I know that you can do it. You can do it. Excellent. You can do it. Yeah. Bueno. But this time, let's go with this. Agreeing and disagreeing. I think that you know a little bit about this, or maybe a lot of this topic. We are going to be having some easy conversations for your life. Phrases for agreeing. Agreeing is when you agree with someone, or disagreeing is when you don't agree with someone. Estás de acuerdo, estás en desacuerdo. We are going to be having some phrases for agreeing or some phrases for disagreeing. Which you can say, exactly, absolutely, that's so true. That's for sure. I agree with you 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly what I think. You're right, that's a good point. I totally agree. No doubt about it. Tell me about it. You're telling me. I'll say. That's informal. Tell me about it. You're telling me. I'll say. It's informal, but you are agreeing. You are saying that, yes, of course, you're right. Or you are going to be having some phrases for disagreeing, like, I don't think so. I beg to differ. I don't agree. You cannot say, I agree, I am not agree. No, that's not going to, you are not going to be using the verb to be here. It's a verb. So you have to use do, don't, doesn't, does. I don't think so. I beg to differ. I don't agree. I'm afraid I don't agree. I'm not so sure about it. That's not how I see it. Not necessarily. Absolutely not. Yes, but your option, yes, but I think that it could be different if. That's not right. On the contrary, that's not always true. No way, it's informal, no way. I totally disagree, that's super strong. I totally disagree. These are some phrases, right? Also, let me tell you that you are going to be having others. I agree, I do. I agree with you 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. That's so true, that's for sure. That's exactly how I feel. I feel the same. I feel the same way. Or disagreeing, I disagree. I don't think so. I'm afraid I disagree. I beg to differ, not necessarily. That's not always true. That's not always the case. Some other examples, okay? We need to practice and we need to learn by heart these expressions in order to agree or disagree with people. But let me tell you something. We are going to be having also some structures that are going to be helping you a lot when you are agreeing and disagreeing. Aquí sí puedo usar el verbo to be porque te estoy conjugándolo con ing. If you want to agree with something or someone, we use so, neither, an auxiliary verb, and your I. If you are talking about you, okay, about yourself. For example, I don't like verb, agreeing or disagreeing. Here is this agreeing. I don't like beer. Neither do I? No me gusta la cerveza. A mí tampoco. Ah, como que están de acuerdo. Estás diciendo, a mí tampoco, pero estamos de acuerdo que no nos gusta, ¿no? Estar en desacuerdo es como decir, a mí sí, o sea, son dos puntos diferentes de vista. I don't like beer, neither do I. Puedes tú estar de acuerdo con neither o con so. Hay muchas formas de estar de acuerdo. A mí también o a mí tampoco. That's what we are going to be learning. I don't like beer. Neither do I. I have ridden a horse. So have I. He montado un caballo. Yo también. So have I. Bebiendo los tiempos gramaticales. I was at the dentist yesterday. So was I. Estaba en el dentista ayer. Yo también no estuve. ¿Ya te acordaste? We won't have a barbecue. Neither will we. We won't have a barbecue. Neither will we. Neither will we. No tendremos barbacoa. Ay, ni nosotros. But in future. Let me show you something. We are going to be trying to respond to these statements. We are going to use so or neither. And I, because you are talking about yourself, you. I'm very good at playing chess. What could you answer? I'm very good at playing chess. Or I have got a new computer. What can you say? I've got a new computer. ¿Qué dirías? ¿Qué responderías con so o con neither? I don't play tennis. I can't play the trumpets. I might have a party. I'm very good at playing. So am I. Verb to be, verb to be. Yo también. I've got a new computer. So have I. Verbo auxiliar, mismo tiempo gramatical. So have I. Yo también. No es presente perfecto, es tener. En inglés británico, vamos a verlo. I don't play tennis. Neither do I. Con afirmaciones, me gusta el pollo, a mí también. Quiero ir a Disney, yo también. Afirmaciones, usas el so. Negaciones, usamos el neither or neither, ¿no? I don't play tennis. Neither do I. Yo tampoco. I can't play the trumpet. Neither can I. I might have a party. So might I. Debo tener una fiesta. Yo también. So might have. Ya le vas recordando, ya fuiste viendo más o menos. If you are mentioning something with can or can't, your answer has to be with can or can't. Actually, if you are saying that you don't do something or you don't or you know something, you use neither and your verb. Sorry, you use neither and your auxiliary verb, depending the tense. You cannot use double done because you already have neither. ¿Ves que lo vimos? How can you respond to this statement? I saw her yesterday. I feel tired. I'm waiting for them. I'm not happy to go there. I'm going to the cinema. Acuérdate que no decimos I'm going to go. No juntamos el going con el go. I'm going home. I'm going to the cinema. I'm going to school. No, I'm going to go. No, no, no. I've met him. I've met him. I'll give her some flowers. I'll give her some flowers. I didn't enjoy the meal. What do you think? I saw her yesterday. So did I, because it's in past. I feel tired. So do I, present. I'm waiting for them. So am I, verb to be. I'm not happy to go there. Neither am I. I'm going to the cinema. So am I. I have met him. So have I. I'll give her some flowers. So will I. I didn't enjoy the meal. Neither did I. Neither did I. I'm going to be giving you some other examples. For example, look at this. I love this car. I love this car. Agree? Disagree? So do I. Remember, if you are talking or if you are speaking in present tense, you need the auxiliary of the present tense. So do I. Present tense, auxiliary of the present tense. Okay. Present tense, auxiliary of the present tense. Disagreeing. I don't. Or I don't like it very much. Aquí te voy a enseñar otra forma de estar en desacuerdo. Mira, cuando estás de acuerdo y está afirmando, el que está hablando está afirmando, usamos el so do I. Cuando está negando el que está hablando, utilizamos el neither. ¿No? Que vimos que dijimos puedes usar el either también. Pero aquí, si tú ya directamente estás en desacuerdo, me gusta ese carro, tú ya no vas a decir, yo también, a mí también. No puedes decir, a mí tampoco, me gusta ese carro, a mí tampoco. ¿Cómo? No encaja. Aquí tú vas a estar en desacuerdo de esta manera. Me gusta ese carro, a mí no. A mí no. I don't. Or I don't like it. Or I don't like it very much. Or I don't like it because of the color. Todo lo que quieras ponerle después del I don't. O puedes dejarlo en I don't. No, a mí no. I don't. Estás directamente estando en desacuerdo. O aquí, I'm so hungry. Agree and disagree. So am I. Present with verb to be, I am agreeing with the auxiliary, that is the verb to be. So am I. Estoy afirmando, tengo hambre, yo también. Estoy hambrienta, yo también. Quiero decir, yo no voy a estar en desacuerdo diciendo, yo tampoco, estoy hambrienta, yo tampoco. Yo tampoco, ¿cómo? No queda. Si aquí alguien te dice, estoy hambrienta, yo no. Look at this. I'm not. Oh, I'm not. I'm not, sorry. I'm not because I ate before coming. I'm not. Present verb to be. Present verb to be. The same auxiliary verb. What do you think? Easy or difficult? Well, we are starting with new things. That's the most important, right? So don't worry, little by little, we are going to be having all these situations here. My goodness, today we were practicing a lot. Excellent. But you know what? We are going to stop till this moment with this in order that we can continue with the rest in the next class. You are going to be learning new different ways to say yo también, yo tampoco, yo sí, yo no, that are going to be very interesting. So don't worry. What questions or what situations do you have? Okay, remember, if you have any situation, please let me know, and I'm going to be helping you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.